everyone, and welcome to the RangerRob Country Living channel. I'm RangerRob, and welcome to our channel. So this morning I got up, rubbing my eyes, getting of course my coffee. Coffee is important. In fact, coffee is pretty much everything. Did I mention I like coffee? So I worked my way into the kitchen and got over to the Keurig, and got the little cups you put in there. So I grabbed one of my cups and put it in and closed the lid and brewed my coffee, only to realize I never put my cup underneath it. So there's only so much that the little thing below can hold, you know. So yeah. So, needless to say, I had to make a second cup of coffee after cleaning up the first cup of coffee. But, hey, there could be worse things in life. So I thought before we started our day out, we'd check on the babies, the little babies. These are Butter Crunch, and also this is Dill. And some of them are using the new pucks, and some of them are in their little Oasis cubes. You can see they're actually doing really well. And it's kind of fun because you can kind of see down below here the roots growing. And the goal is to get the roots long enough to put into our NFT system. So yeah, they're getting nice and big, and the little pucks are doing pretty good. And not one of them passed or died. They all worked, whether it was in a puck or whether it was in the Oasis cube. So yeah, there you go. That's how the babies are doing. So today is kind of a cloudy day. You can kind of see the sky is a little cooler. And one of the things I want to bring up today, because I watch other homestead channels, I think Goldshaw Farm is the one I watched last, which reminded me of we all try to urge people to maybe get into homesteading or even farming, but you got to be careful what you ask for, because you might just get it. And which means for everything that you add to your homestead, chickens, a garden. For me, got to turn on my water. You got routine chores you got to do to maintain this stuff. The hydroponics, watering things, planting, of course, building stuff. So you need to find your balance of what's good for you and your family. And so people probably wonder, oh, Rob, why haven't you done like meat birds and stuff like that? There's the other thing I didn't mention, is having chickens, getting eggs every day, feeding them. Can get if it wasn't for the fact that I'm retired and I'm at home every day, it'd be really hard to maintain all this stuff. And of course, the other thing I bring up with homesteads is, how are you going to make money? Do you have insurance? Can you maintain what you've created already? So those are things to keep in mind before you go nuts with all this stuff. Checking on the corn here, seeing if I got any new baby corns coming up. Not seeing any yet. As I was standing here, I realized it's starting to rain, but nope, I don't see any baby corns yet. And but most important thing I got to do is get into the greenhouse over here, turn on, make sure it's not too hot, and make sure the air is passing. I like to make sure there's air moving in the greenhouse every day. So let's see what we got here. Don't see any disasters. Definitely a little bit, actually it's not that too warm in here. It's only 63 degrees. So we'll make sure and just make sure we get the air moving and check out all of our plants. These are potatoes, people, not marijuana. So I've been looking around a little bit. You may not be fascinated by this, but this is actually my first cucumber coming. So right there is a first little cucumber. Kind of cool. It definitely have a little bit of a water leak coming from one of my emitters right here, and which is causing a little bit of water to get away from the tank. So I'm gonna have to address that pretty soon, because it makes me change my tank more often than I want to. So getting back to the subject of creating your homestead, I mean, I don't want to paint a pretty picture all the time. Yes, it's very nice to have the chickens and they're friendly and you have someone to talk to. You got to gather their eggs and feed them every day and check their water. And the other thing was kind of funny, I guess I got to show you. We're going to go into the chicken pen. And my chickens, it's going to be kind of hard to show you. Move, chicken! Is they like to dig a hole and then dust themselves. Can you see the hole that they dug? So, a little noisy in here. But the funny thing is, they discovered something we didn't know about. If we look a little closer, you will see they found a pipe. And we didn't even know it was there. Because this property's got an extensive water system. Let me come out of here. Lighting's a little better. Anyway, so we have no idea how Sherry's father put in all the pipes in here for the watering system for the grass and stuff. Well, we found out where one of the pipes are. So we got to fill that hole in. Make sure it's covered for the winter so it doesn't freeze anything. But yeah, we're slowly figuring out how the water system works here, thanks to the chickens. Another thing I wanted to point out, which kind of surprises me with the NFT system, the big tall one here. You see we have a lot of plants on there, right? Don't kid yourself. If someone tells you, oh, you just create a NFT system, you put some tanks in, and forget about it. It's not happening. Those plants over there are drinking a lot of water. At first I could say, well, maybe I have some little drip leaks or something, but you know, this 38-gallon tank right here, I'm finding myself refilling it almost every week. So those all this growth going on here takes water, and you better believe that if you're gonna have a hydroponic system or NFT, don't think you set it and forget it. Maybe if you put a 100-gallon tank, but if you don't have a 100-gallon tank, you better watch these tanks closely, because those plants use a lot of water, along with evaporation too. But that kind of surprised me a little bit. But getting back to my subject again, homesteading. I'm not cutting this out. I'm going for it. So homesteading is a lot of work, takes a lot of dedication, and it takes money. So you better have a plan. I know you see folks that have shows and they're home all day working on stuff, but they either have another source of income, like we have two. I mean, I have a pension, but my wife works, and that's how we keep our money up. And you're gonna need it to have all this stuff, whether you got NFT systems, or you're building fences, or buying chicken feed, or buying stuff for your garden. normal garden or anything, takes money. And you don't have to be rich, you have to be frugal. And just realize that you won't be going to the movies as much as you used to. You probably won't be going on long trips anymore as much as you want to. But if you truly love the place you're working, your homestead, you'll find yourself home more. If that sounds appealing to you, then you'll probably really like homesteading. You've got to learn to love your homestead. It's your first love, besides your wife and your faith. But you have to make it part of your inner workings every day. It's kind of like making sure you put your cup under the Keurig every day, so you manage to get the things done you need to get done. So anyway, I just had to bring it up that I don't want this wonderful fantasy of being a homestead and being self-reliant is easy. Everything takes effort. And I know with some generations, they just think, oh, I'll just get out to a place like this and live. Well, there's a lot more to it, and you need to know that. So to answer the question I get a lot about my hydroponics, for example, today my tank for the strawberry towers need to be refilled, and it holds about 38 gallons. So I use the number 35 just for ease of math. So I use 3 ingredients. One is a master blend, looks like this. We put it in our own jar, and it's a 4-1838 they call it. It's a tomato vegetable formula. Then I also use should have made more coffee, calcium nitrate, which is this stuff right here. And in this here we keep Epsom salt, and you can actually use over-the-counter Epsom salt. It's this absolutely, we've checked the labels, they're exactly the same thing. So the ratio is 2 teaspoons of master blend per 5 gallons and 2 teaspoons of calcium nitrate per 5 gallons and 1 teaspoon of Epsom salt per 5 gallons. Now the trick is the master blend and the Epsom salt can be blended together, but you do the calcium nitrate separately, just for the integration of everything to work properly, for the nutrients to work properly. And make sure when you add your calcium nitrate that you're adding it to the full amount of water. If your tank's half full and you add it and you're still filling it, it can kind of mess up the mix. So I know it sounds like a lot, but it isn't that bad. So we're going to blend this right now, fill up this tank, and this is what I do. Alright guys, we got the hole filled in from the chickens. I had to fill 2 tanks today, the one on the strawberry towers and one on the big NFT. And I'm still recovering from the shoveling. It's amazing how those chickens have got that compacted. So anyway, that's done. Got lots of things to do today, and I better get to them. Yeah, one of the last things I wanted to bring up about homesteading, and this isn't to turn anybody off, I can certainly see why younger families with kids would be helpful with some of these chores, which is good for the kids too. But you gotta also remember your age, as I was huffing and puffing from digging, is to make sure you find a balance on your homestead to do the things that you know you can maintain no matter what age you are. And so if you're gonna have pigs, or you're gonna have sheep or lambs or goats, whatever you want to call them, just understand there's a lot of work involved. Or cows. Sometimes it's good to co-op with other people that are already doing it. And when you look at the cost, it's a washout. So sometimes it's good to, maybe if you want your own beef or lamb, to work with someone that's already doing it, and save yourself a little money and a little bit of effort, and give yourself a little more free time. And just make sure you have a big freezer. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have a great day. And please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get some sunshine later this week. We'll see. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.